Greetings, good people, and a very warm welcome to you all. What do you think about this one? Oh! Come on then, Mr. Picasso. Pull up a chair. Got all your colours, and I want you to do me a masterpiece, okay? Okay. If not, I'm going to sign those adoption papers. Can leave you to it. So while Trouble creates his masterpiece, let me give you some costs. The kit cost me 38 quid with shipping, and that includes everything except a movement, a 316 stainless steel case and bracelet, top and bottom glass, the crown, movement ring, screws, and a dial of your choice including hands. All I had to do was to buy a Seiko movement, which cost me £26 including shipping. Dials on their own can be purchased for 10 to 15 quid, so you could build this watch for around £65 or less than $90.
This is how it is so far.
So I think we will all have to gently tell Trouble that he's still going to need a day job, because this so far looks like something that rhymes with crash. But some of you who are regular to the channel are sitting there confidently with your arms folded, softly stroking your chins and muttering, "Go on lad, I have faith in you."
Oh, boy, I think I'm done.
What the?
Looks alright.
Yeah, we'll sort something out. So now I've taken Trouble's design and just added a few highlights here and there, and now it looks, well, what do you mean it looks like a pizza? So I've decided to give this one some shiny gloss lacquer to protect all the paint and to make some of those metallic colours really pop. And in the process, some of the ants got a little bit high off the fumes. Sorry little mate, he'll walk it off. Oh, I think he's sleeping it off. I wish I recorded your response when I first showed you what I did with the dial. Do you remember?
Yeah.
You were like, "Whoa, I can't believe you. You're the best dad in the world. You're so creative. I'm so happy to be your son."
I didn't see that.
Yeah, you did. Well, it's your word against mine, isn't it? It's okay. So waterproof on that. Let's try it. Look, it just rolls up. That's how good the dial is. Look at that. Say, "Whoa, you're the best dad in the world. I can't believe to be that I'm your son. You're so amazing." Say it.
Go
on. Say, "Whoa, you're the best dad in the world. I'm so happy that I was born as your son."
I'm not saying that. No.
Fine then. Go on then, knock yourself up. Unwrap it. These skinny arms, man.
I've been eating.
He's only got baby arms. See, you gotta be clever, not rough. Just go from underneath and then make it satisfying. Oh, satisfying. Oh, satisfying. There you go. Now show it. Show the whole case.
Yeah.
Alright, you can bugger off now. Feels a bit like quite sharp in some areas. A little bit light though. It's solid stainless steel. Could it be something else? It's alright for what it is. How much did I pay for this? It's got a bloody date on it. And a day. Oh. So this Seiko automatic has a day-date function, but none of the dials I bought have a window for the calendar. But that doesn't matter, and it won't affect the function of the watch. So let me show you what these dials really look like by mocking them up in the case. But first, let's get the stem cut down to size and the crown installed. Cartier watches usually always have that iconic blue sapphire cabochon on the crown, and this kit tries to pay a homage to that feature. I've tested this bluestone and it definitely isn't sapphire, but it still looks very dazzling. Now I struggled to get this dummy crown off the stem, only to realize that the stem itself was also a dummy stem, and after looking back at some earlier footage, I realized that there was another stem included in the kit. What the hell am I supposed to do with this? So you're probably thinking this ain't gonna work. If it does work, then you gotta hit that like and subscribe button, otherwise you'll get bad luck for 7 years. So you see, we filed these two bits down, and let's try it out now. And all this because I lost the bloody stem. Come on, don't embarrass me. There you go. See? So you see, in the normal mode, it's winding the mainspring, which is what we want. But in the date position, you can see it's not activating the date, which is what we want. And if we pull it out again, it is adjusting the hands, and obviously then automatically it will change the day and the date once the hands have gone round. But those are the two functions that we need: winding and hand setting. So you see, my friends, this is where sometimes you earn your money. I mean, I could have put a thread on that instead, but now you know you can use bloody rotary. And while we're at it, we'll remove this rotor, so we can use this rotor on our movement, which will look pretty cool. So we've got a stem and a nice rotor from our damaged rotary. It's a bit dirty, but we'll give it a clean, since we do have a clear back. Now, cutting stems requires a PhD of its own, but it's always best to cut it slightly longer than you need and file it down gradually. Cut it too short to begin with and it's game over. So I've attached the stem to the crown and installed it with the movement cased up with its case ring. This will give me an idea of how much to cut off. I never do this by taking any sort of measurements. I just eyeball it and always try to keep it slightly longer instead of trying to get it on the money first time. I then file down the rough and taper around the edge for easy installation to the crown. I also mop up any filed metal particles, as this can easily enter the movement or damage the thread where the stem and crown meet. I then attach the cut down stem to the crown as tight as it will go, so I can see how close we are to the case. There's no need to add any sort of Loctite until we are 100% happy with the length, as we may need to file it down a bit more. And as I test out the crown and stem, you can finally get a glimpse of how the skeleton dial looks fully cased up. That's close. It looks a mess, doesn't it? Well, actually, all the date stuff behind it kind of gives it that steampunk look anyway. So we could use this one. Now, this Tiffany style dial looked really different in the photos. The colour was more vibrant and deep. I also wasn't expecting it to have the Seiko branding on it, but I'll case it up so you can see if it's for you or not. Now, to install the hands, if you're looking for something premium, then this set from Horotech will set you back around £70, or you can buy one of these from Ali for around 50 quid, and this one gives you more control if you don't fancy going freehand. You all screaming at me to just get Trouble's dial on there. It's coming, don't worry. I'm showing you these dial combinations so you don't have to buy all of them. Let me know in the comments which one you like the most. That's what it looks like with the normal rotor. So this stock rotor viewed through the exhibition back is not the greatest of views. So let's take out our skeletonized rotary rotor out of the wash and see what that looks like. Now check it out, looks a bit better, doesn't it? Now that does look a lot prettier through that piece of glass. And since I bought this kit a year ago, I couldn't remember if the top and bottom crystals were sapphire, but for 30 odd quid I was a bit doubtful, so I decided to test them. Boo! That's just mineral. The front is mineral as well. What were you expecting? Sapphire? Right, time for Trouble's dial, so get your bibs on because this is gonna get you messy. The dials are just friction fitted on, so getting them on and off is straightforward. Which way am I gonna face it? I could go this way or that way. I think this way looks better for some reason. Dum 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 da-da. So those blue hands will just disappear against this deluge of colour. So let's try out some different hands. So you can see the gold hour hand looks okay, doesn't it? But the problem is the minute hand is way too long. So I pulled out some of my other hands, but these are not organised according to any sort of hole size. So I will have to try them out to see if I can find a match that would fit this movement. But you can get an idea of what else might look good. Oh, how about that? Don't pretend you all don't like a little bit of pink. Everybody loves pink, but you're just maybe a little bit shy to admit it. Bit more pink there for you. Now I know there aren't any hour markers on Trouble's dial, but you can use the screws on the case as hour markers. I was considering adding some loomed hour dots on the dial, but didn't want to complicate his design just yet. If I do add some loom and find the right set of hands, then I will do an update on the next video for you guys. That's the bloody wrong way. See, it fits in every direction, so the stem should be here. Okay, we got it now. Stem in. Plastic case ring in. So don't forget this waterproofing gasket before you install the case back and screws. And that's it really. You've got yourself a one-off bespoke piece with automatic movement with a secret day-date function that you can show off at the Picasso art exhibition or your local pizza shop. You will also need a 1.5mm screwdriver or something close to that size to get the screws on, and always work the screws in gradually, because if you fully tighten one screw, then you will end up pinning that side down, causing the opposite side to lever up. And here it is in its full glory. Oh no, we're still teasing, are we? The back looks good though, doesn't it? Oh, go on. Say it looks rubbish and scar Trouble for life. Watch brands are usually very conservative when it comes to using mad colours and dials. But over the years, we have seen the likes of Rolex try some crazy things, such as the jigsaw puzzle dials, and Jacob & Co. with their crazy 5 time zones have always used a variety of colours on the dials. But this one, on a square canvas against a steel picture frame, looks so warm and vibrant. Trouble's going to get an extra bowl of food today. Boy done good. I absolutely love the way it's turned out. I've also updated my loom kit, so if you guys really want to see some hour markers on the dial, then give me some ideas in the comment section. Let's get Trouble's reaction. Check out the watch, yo.
Oh, that looks it.
Supposed to say, whoa! Say it.
It looks good.
You want to try it on? Oh, look. Because it's only got baby on. It's alright, ain't it? It looks sick, you know.
Yes.
Imagine we made a watch. Great. Shall I sell it?
For how much?
I don't know. Tell me. I'm sure somebody will want to buy it. Give a price. Go on.
1,000.
So you heard the man, ladies and gents. To him, it's worth 1,000 quid. But to me, it's priceless. Maybe one day, when he becomes a father, he'll understand why it's priceless, as only a father can. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and if you want to give it a try, get your little troubles and germs involved and have some fun. I'll leave some links in the descriptions for some of the products. Take care, friends, and please continue to use your voice to stop the ongoing genocide in Gaza. What is happening there is pure evil, and only evil people will try and justify it. Let us not be among those evildoers by staying silent. Until next time, friends. Love. Oh, yeah. You're doing modeling for me. Oh, yeah. Hold on then. Let's have a good look then.